sense. Okay, Peter Kilcullen is here. So this hour is a DIY, and we are gonna be decorating for the holidays in the near future, of course. Cathedral ceilings, no problem. Big Christmas tree, no problem. Peter Kilcullen is bringing us the iReach. Hi.
How are you?
What an elegant little ladder.
I know.
That expands and expands and expands.
Right, so you're looking at this, you're saying, well, okay, is that a ladder? How is that a ladder? Now, I was just introduced to this just a couple of weeks ago, but it's been here at HSN before. This is a 12-foot ladder.
What?
How is that a 12-foot ladder? It is so amazing that now, for those of us who don't have a big garage or somewhere else to store a ladder, and you're thinking, I could use a ladder because we need to dust in those upper ceilings and windows. We want to be able to paint. We want to be able to even change a light bulb. I mean, this is what you can do with this ladder, but you could stick it really, you know what, you could put this under the sofa in the living room. You could just slide it right under the, because look, this to me is the big thing. Look at how small that is, how narrow, how easy it is. It goes down to 3.5 feet. It weighs about 20 pounds. But now, when I want to take this up to, how about this? How about if we just want to take this up to a 6-foot ladder? So I'm about 6 feet tall. So how about right there? So now we have a 6-foot ladder. Not bad. But we can keep going. I mean, you can take this all the way up. I think I'm going to get past where they're going to be able to even see this. How many ladders do you have in your garage right now? Yeah, exactly.
Think about that.
Well, if you don't have a garage to store those ladders, you don't have a ladder. Maybe you're relying on some. I've got a couple of things back there I can show you in a moment that you might be relying on. Or you're standing on chairs. That's the other thing. Standing on chairs and stools and old things that you have. Don't do it anymore. This is...
Hello, that's a light. Let's not break the studio.
No, don't break the studio. I'm actually, look at this, I've got more to go.
Well, you can scooch forward a little bit.
I could scooch forward. But like when we're past where you can even see this anyway. So this is an unbelievable ladder because now I can go up to just over 12 feet. I can use this anywhere in the house. I can handle it, but I can store it most of all. And what's so cool is you can start taking this ladder down, and it's super easy to do that. Am I hitting the light again, guys? I apologize again. But that's what's so cool about this, that you can start having this come down. That's simple, and then you can put it back, you know, underneath the bed.
How are you doing that?
I'm going to show you that in a second.
Good.
So it's super easy. Well, I'll show you that because one of the cool things, or one of the most important things about ladders is safety. So there you can see, super easy to get it out of the closet, very easy to carry. But one of the things we think about is we've got to have a ladder that's safe. I can tell you that this ladder will support 330 pounds. Which is fantastic. So 330 pounds means that I could probably climb this ladder myself with Siobhan kind of over my shoulder, which we're not gonna do. But I mean, that's quite a bit of weight because I'm just under 200 pounds. And so no problem at all on this ladder. It's fantastic. So that's one thing that we wanna, you know, make sure that everyone is aware of, that it's safety first, obviously. Now, there's something else I want you to see right here because, you know, with some of these ladders, you wanna make sure you're doing it safely. So each one of these little areas, you'll see that it's sort of red. You can see a little bit of green, but it's red right there. Let me just pick one of those. So when I lock that into place, so we're on this one right here, it's gone fully green. Green means go. That means I'm set, I'm locked in, I'm safe. So that one's set. So each time you lift one of these sections, it's going to lock into place and you're going to get that green. That is so important. Now I'll move back here. So all I'm doing to bring this down is that there's these 2 red tabs right there.
Right.
So I just hit those red tabs and it's gonna fall right back down into place like that. I'll continue to just bring that all the way down. So then it's going to be down to its 3.5 feet and ready to store that. And then you've got this. Look at this. So you've done that. You've been up to a 12-foot ladder. You store that like that. And now it's 20 pounds and you can fit it in that closet. You can lay it flat underneath the bed. I mean, that is pretty nice for so many of us who just do not have the space. And when I think about the space, and we'll show you with one of these big A-frame ladders, it's not just that they don't collapse down small, it's that it is so difficult to maneuver once in the house. When you want to paint in a room or you're trying to maneuver in the kitchen to get up to that light bulb, I mean, look at that, indoors or outdoors. Now, many of us have an outdoor ladder, which I do. I never want to bring that in the house. It's big. It is so clumsy to get it through the door. The legs on it. Look at the rubberized feet on the bottom of this. Perfect to use this inside of the house because it's not going to mar that surface. And how about that? The trunk 3.5 feet. You can put this in the trunk. You can take it with you. You can stick it in the RV. Anywhere where you need a ladder to get some work done, you can use this ladder because it is so small, so easy to use.
It's going to replace all of those other ladders that you have that are the tilt kind. So you, like you said, I have a garage. There's a lot of stuff in that garage.
That's my garage.
Right? I would love to streamline that. But you need, no, I don't want to give away my 8-foot ladder, but now I have one. And a 6-foot, right? And I have a 10-foot. I mean, I have a lot of ladders, apparently. But you need one for those different purposes.
Exactly. So even if you're using a step stool or a step ladder inside, this can replace that. It's great for inside, but if you need to go outside, we saw them cleaning the gutters outside, it's perfect for that. This is safe. It's rated by OSHA, has given this its highest level, again, because it is safe. And I'll show you some of the other safety features. I'm going to wrap this up and I'll be able to turn this over and show you some of the things that I think are really neat about it. Certainly the feet on this are very important, as on every ladder, because you want something that's going to be safe. They've done a great job at making sure, first of all, up at the top, we have rubber around that edge, so whatever surface you put it on. So if it's freshly painted, if it's going to be your wallpaper or just some wood trim that you have, that you can see that it's really nice up here. We've got that rubberized, so you're set to go. And I'll flip it over and I'll show you the feet, because I thought this was really neat. If you look at the feet on there, again, they're all rubberized, but can you see how they're beveled a little bit? So what that means is when you lean this ladder against the wall, now you're increasing that grip. We were talking all about grip and coefficient with Luca Puto a second ago with your feet. So same thing with this ladder. So when you lean it against the wall, the grip is actually increased. So that's what we want. We don't want that ladder slipping, so they thought of that. Remember, 330 pounds. So will you hold that for me?
Yeah, of course.
I want to show you just, again, I've got mine over here, and I've got it fully extended. Now, I probably only have that to about 10 feet. But not only is it easy to use and to go up and down the ladder, what I like about this is, and what happens, especially with those A-frame ladders and some of the others, when you're using indoors, if I wanted to paint this whole area, so I'm up there and I'm painting, I'm getting close, but now I've got to move that way. So coming down the ladder, this is so remarkably light and easy to maneuver. So if there's tables, you have your kitchen island, things like that. I mean, this is so perfect the way I can move this. You know, I can turn it, I can go to the other side. It's so simple, and then you're leaning it back against the wall. And even if you saw how easy it is to collapse, just hitting those buttons, it collapses itself and you move elsewhere. So I think it's pretty neat, because, you know, you stay right there. I'm going to show the other options. You know, you have these. So this is what I'm talking about, turning the ladder. Now you're up against those cabinets. And if there is the island, if you're in a smaller room, and even this. So when you get this collapsed,
I mean, they're awkward.
They can be.
They can be.
We've been using them for a long time.
Yeah, we love them. They've been great.
You do this, but this is the part that gets you. Now.
Yeah.
We've seen all the movies where they do this, right?
Of course.
But just going in and out of the doors, and then in and out of the bedrooms, down the hallway. But then, where do you put it? I mean, even in a closet, if you have a closet, and so many of us have so much available space in the closets, can you verify that?
Yeah, no.
There's never enough room in the closets. No more do you have to have something like this in the closet. This is going to fit underneath the bed. It's going to be more convenient. It's going to be more ladders. Now, first of all, this is a big ladder. This one, but it's never going to be as big as the iReach ladder. It's never going to be 12 feet. Because obviously we never stand on that top step.
Please don't.
Exactly.
Please don't. But
we have a ladder that's going to be better than this ladder. We have a ladder that's going to be better than that step stool. Have you seen that step stool I brought for you?
That antique?
Yeah. Do not stand on the step stool.
Let's go and take a look.
And so many of us have done that for so many years. We just keep that step stool around. We think that's what we need. This is something that you can customize to be the exact height that you need. Yeah. And it's going to be safer, lighter, and easier to store.
Right here, childhood memories right there. That's what that is. It's a childhood memory. So keep it for that reason. Don't keep it for getting what you need above your head. Okay, so the features of this make it so maneuverable. It's 12.5 feet. It folds down completely to the 3.5, and then it's a 330 weight capacity. That green one that you were just looking at, that's only a 225 weight capacity. So you can see the superiority there. And then the locking mechanisms and indicators for that stability and safety.
Yeah, that's
a smart ladder.
I mean, it's always safety. So you want a ladder that can certainly handle the weight capacity. So that's a pretty big guy. you know, that can go up on that ladder, and you can see in all these different areas. We've got those feet that are beveled. They have the proper rubber grip on the bottom. So all these DIY jobs outside the house, it's going to be perfect. And look how easy it is to put away. And I think, ladies, if it's tough for so many of us, if you're a little bit smaller, to handle a huge ladder, now you can handle this ladder with ease. You can put it in the car. So how about this? I mean, now your husband doesn't need to have, I need my big giant ladder. He doesn't, because you have this. And you need a ladder that's convenient inside sometimes. Sure, you've got that as well.
This is a great, I mean, you know, ladders on HSN, we don't do it all the time, but therefore, when we bring you one, you know it's gonna be great. And that is exactly what this one is. So with that special price for Columbus Day, we're bringing this to you in the DIY hour. We also have some paint coming up, or a paint sprayer coming up. So this is a good companion to that.
Get the paint sprayer.
Yeah.
Those jobs are done.
You are good to go.
That's cool.
But when you're getting this at home, you know, maybe it is going to be a storage solution for you, but I just think that this is going to just replace so many of the other ladders where maybe you can donate those, and now it's all streamlined.
Yeah, I think that's a great point. I mean, you're not just getting it because it stores better. I mean, if it wasn't a better ladder, a more convenient ladder, a more versatile ladder, well, just because you could store it wouldn't make sense. But because it's better, it's stronger, and it's easier to use. And then, you know, as we talked about, even putting it away and having this come down the way you want it to, you can do that, and it is so simple. So you just keep going through all these different sides. I mean, it puts itself away. It makes it easier. So safer, more versatile, lighter. You are gonna love this ladder, and you're getting those jobs done. The ones you've been putting off for months and months. I'm talking to myself when I say that, obviously. I'm putting those jobs off.
The honey-do list is long at your house, apparently.
No doubt.
Okay, they're going. So we don't have a lot of these. We brought in about 500, 600. We now are down to just a couple of hundred. If this is intriguing to you, if you're like, you know what, that does solve my problem, free shipping and handling, $20 off. Let us get it to you. And the 5 flex payments there of $31.99. It's very handy to have this ladder around.
It definitely is. You can see, certainly inside, I think it's going to be perfect because it replaces all those other ladders. If you have that 6-foot A-frame, difficult to store, difficult to maneuver inside the house, changing the light bulbs, I think dusting. I know in my house, we have the large bookshelf, it's very high. We're not getting up there and dusting enough.
Way.
And I mean me, I'm not doing it. But now you can get up there and you can take care of it. And look at this. When you see that, it's just how flat that is. It really could fit underneath the sofa, certainly fits underneath the bed. And I bet you have this sliver of space in that closet. I think you've got this much space, yeah. You've got that?
Definitely,
Just a little bit.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, we've got the paint,